I'm a stepper, and I won't be fake. A lot of niggas out here, hey. Everybody ops, everybody want to, so everybody drop. Hey, what's up? What's happening? It's K. We back in this thing. K. Show gutter. He sleep with a cut up patron. You already know the little nigga on the tongue. We here to talk about Fredo Bang, the Bang Man himself. Oh, oh, oh. I know you're shooting the door. Call me Pussy Bang. I'ma make the news. I'm ready to show you what I wanna do. Oh, oh, oh. And we here to talk about him and his latest stuff. Now we all know Fredo Bang is still in custody with his partner, you know what I'm saying? His protege. I'm joking, I don't even know. But let Yoshi over some bullshit that happened. Niggas have talked about it. Go check it out. I don't think I covered it a lot. But check out my nigga fucking what's my nigga name? Witty Apparatus. No relation, I don't know that nigga, but check him out. He details that shit properly. Go check out the video if you're confused by that. But anyways, besides all that, we here to talk about it because apparently we got some news, and Fredo Bang wants out of his deal with Def Jam. Now, honestly, Def Jam, I don't know what goes on. I don't even know who's signed to Def Jam. Def Jam is one of the weirdest labels. Honestly, if you want to be popping, it looks like Atlantic is the wave. Because everybody over on Atlantic. And then Universal, you got to be like a big star. Well, not really a big star, but like, you got to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah. Def Jam, I don't know what's going on over there. Like, yeah, DMX was there, and I think Big Sean's there. But like, who else? Snoop Dogg or something? Like, Def Jam is one of those labels, like, it is surviving off a legacy, really. Yeah, it's like Bad Boy as well. Surviving off a legacy, just not really, like, new artists really doing their thing on those labels. But anyways, let's talk about it. I didn't even know Fredo. I thought majority of these niggas, I feel like are on Empire because it's an independent label and there's a better split. So I just assumed a lot of these niggas were on Empire or some shit. Or they had distribution through a major. But hey, we'll see. So yeah. The Louisiana rapper says he wants to go where he's valued. Another artist is calling out their label. We have witnessed several artists grow frustrated with their representation, often taking to social media to air out their grievances. Publicly calling out management teams or label heads may seem like a messy way to get one's point across. However, it can be effective. YBN Almighty J, now Almighty J, fought long and hard to become an independent artist, and after publicly stating that he wanted out of his Atlantic Records contract, he was granted his freedom. The latest to require independence or a new label home is Louisiana's Fredo Bang. Last month, the rising rapper revealed that he contracted COVID-19 amid news regarding his album, Murder Made Me. At the time, Fredo was incarcerated following his arrest ahead of his Rolling Loud Miami performance. The rapper was detained, in connection to a 2019 shooting at the Trump International Beach Resort in Florida. It was reported that NBA Youngboy was allegedly the intended target, but instead the rapper's girlfriend was injured and a 43-year-old bystander was killed. I'm gonna have an NBA Youngboy video. I was talking some shit. This is basically the shit I was alluding to in that video. That video will probably come out before this one. So yeah, anyways. It is unclear what has prompted Fredo Bang to express discontent with his label, but he wrote at Def Jam, this is quoted from Fredo Bang, at Def Jam, how much for my contract? I'm going somewhere unvalued. That's where the messages began and ended, as Fredo Bang didn't offer up any other information. Hopefully he can find resolve sooner than later. So wait, hold on one second. Is Fredo Bang out of jail? Did I miss that? I thought this nigga was still locked with Hey, man, my nigga might be out of jail. I have not been following that story properly. I'm not gonna lie about that. So he could possibly be out of jail, and I have no clue that he's out of jail. But besides all of that, hey, we have heard this before. I think Rod Wave came out, PNB Rock came out. A slew of artists been talking about getting off their label. And see, this is the thing, right? I always say this, right? This is the thing, right? Fredo Bang got some good songs, whatever, right? You've been doing your thing. I have been enjoying the albums. Very much. Good fucking music, right? This is the thing. If you're not a priority at the record label, they're not going to give a fuck about you. This is why, like, with a Russ and his template of being independent is fucking great. But not everybody can do that. Some people need record label help. Plies is an example who started out with a record label, built his buzz, built his fan base, was doing his thing, and then he became independent. And then he's still doing his thing. We all know who he is. He's a household name. He doesn't really need a record label anymore. He has his clout. He probably has people to do what they do, and he probably has distribution with a label. That's it. But like when you first coming up, you might need the machine to push you out there and make your face known. You know, that's the thing about it, right? You know, yes, we have the internet. A lot of these people come from YouTube, but when you get a hit, all these record labels gonna hit you, and you on the block. You don't really got money like that. Trying to move you, make sure your family gonna move them out the hood. You gonna sign that shit. You know what I'm saying? Put some money in your pocket. You gonna sign that shit. We all know that. But yeah, they try to put you in the law in jail, and they gonna bleed you fucking dry. Cause this is the thing. You release the album. They give you the advances for it. They gotta recoup their money before they start giving you royalties and paying you getting some percentages off that. That's how it fucking works. That's why majority of these niggas do distribution deals. You know what I'm saying? Or they try to get a proper split. Now, the bigger the artist, the better you're going to get a proper split. Like 21 Savage's deal is different, right? Like Drake, I'm pretty sure he gets a better split than a lot of these other artists now because it's fucking Drake. And the record label's like, yo, if we want to keep this nigga on our roster, his catalog is great. You know what? We can't just give this nigga the basic split. They might give that nigga, yo, you drop the album, as soon as we recoup that shit, you might get, 25 to 40%, and then maybe after 2 years you're allowed to buy back your masters, which Kanye's deal, he's allowed to buy back his masters after like 2 years or something like that, which is just like, yeah, so then all that money he would make off them songs goes to him. There's just certain flips, and like, yeah, it just depends on the fucking artist. But yeah, when y'all a young nigga and they could just finagle you, they gonna finagle you. That's why, like, you shouldn't just sign shit. You should get yourself a fucking lawyer, look at this shit. You don't want to get finagled. At the end of the day, you know your value. These niggas just going off your song. Some of these niggas don't even know the climate of the temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at a young boy, right? He signed to the label. That nigga does most of his shit himself. To be honest, he doesn't really have the label push his shit. They don't really. Yeah, this nigga just drops the song. Sometimes his label gets mad at him because he drops the song before they want to drop it, and then they gotta put it out. This nigga dropped a whole mixtape. A couple, like, he dropped that one mixtape with the whole compilation, and then a mixtape like Until I Return, I think it was called, and he dropped it, and it was like a week or 2 later, or a couple days later, then the record label put that shit up on like Spotify and the streaming platforms. They didn't know this nigga's just dropping this shit, and they're like, what the fuck is he doing? But he's capturing us. We're fucking with it. Sometimes they don't know. And that's the thing. If you're not a priority now, you're on Def Jam. I don't know who the fuck is on Def Jam. That is more like Big Sean maybe, and Audi and whoever else is over there. I think Big Sean over there. Whoever else is over there are priorities. You're not the priority. That's why a lot of these other people are signed to like places like Empire, because it's an independent label. It's a better fucking split. And I feel like they will pay more attention to you. Like, Atlanta is just flooded with niggas at this point. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, it just is what it is. So, Fredo, you going through your thing. You know, keep your head up. It is what it is. You know, hey, if it's better for you, leave the label and keep grinding. Or, hey, you might have to get a big hit for them to start, like, paying attention to you as again. Because if you ain't a priority, you the minority, they ain't gonna give a fuck, because they gotta make sure everybody else is good before they come to you at the end of the day. And that's the thing, everybody want to be first at the end of the day. It's a race. Everybody running their own separate marathon, but to the record labels, they only care about the top, the upper echelon, the first, the fucking gold, the silver, and bronze. They only care about them niggas. If you ain't following them three, they don't give a fuck about you. But anyways, I've said my piece on that. Fredo, keep your head up. I don't know how this Lil Yoshi situation is going. Hopefully y'all get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we gonna see what the fuck is happening with this shit. But yeah, I've said my piece. I'm out for this thing. Put your comments down below. How do you feel about this? Do you feel like we should have something for me? We should just say, you sign that shit, nigga. It's your business. And yeah, check out the links in the description. Like, subscribe, help your boy out, help your boy grow, and check out some of the other videos I got. But you already know what it is. It's K.A. and I'm off this thing. Dirty K with the K, you know, I let that shit spread. Grrr, bow, you heard me. And I'm off for this thing. Shalom, Zoom, peace, out, gang. Aye.